What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Lethal back with more Madden gameplay on Madden 21. This will be the start of my franchise series. I'm the Indianapolis Colts, and in my league I have built the ultimate roster. Whether you're a Regs player, Mutt player, or just like doing franchises in general, I have picked the best players that play for the teams that they're on. So the all-time greats are on every team that they actually played for. Tiebreakers were decided by things like awards. Like, for example, Terrell Owens, he could have been on the Eagles, but most of his accolades came with the 49ers, so he's on the 49ers. And as we go through the series, y'all see a lot of y'all favorite players, and hopefully it inspires some of the best players to want to play in this and make money doing it. That's what we're about. We like to give money to people that are good at Madden and are willing to stream their content. So in this league, I'm the Indianapolis Colts. So Peyton Manning, he'll be one of my X Factors. Everybody gets 3 X Factors on offense, 3 on defense, and you get 2 superstar linemen, as well as other abilities like return man, if there is a return specialist, or if you have a good fullback, might get an ability. From there, let's jump into some gameplay. So as you can see, in week 2, I'm playing against the Minnesota Vikings. Week 1, I didn't have a user, and that's kind of how my league is going. I didn't get a chance to fully fill everything out just due to the fact that, some people got PS5, so they're playing on PS5. Other people, still are in a bunch of leagues in the PS4, and I kind of started this late. So, I'm not really too concerned with the way everything looks right now. At this point, I'm just happy to have gotten the league going, and we look forward to paying people as they continue to stream and get better at the game of Madden. I do free lab sessions here, and the reason why I do it with this roster is because if you're training for Mutt, this is closer to Mutt. As you see the X Factors on the field, you see the all-time great players. As you see, Edgerrin James is going to take it for a big chunk down the field. That's what the more Mutt competitive side is like. You got to get used to playing against these type of rosters. So, and if you're a Regs player, why wouldn't you want to play where all the teams are even? The Dolphins got Dan Marino, the Texans got Earl Campbell and Andre Johnson. Like, why wouldn't you want to play where all the teams are even if you love Regs? And then, like I said, from there, if you love franchise, that's the only way you can really use this roster with it set up like this. So that's my biggest takeaway from all this. And I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, but let's go ahead and get into it. So, playing against Minnesota, of course they got Adrian Peterson, he's their X Factor, Dante Culpepper, and Randy Moss. It's Randy Moss, in my opinion, on this game with this particular league is the best wide receiver. Number 2 is Al Toon. Most people would think Jerry Rice. And like I said, it's not really like an all-time thing to where we're saying this person was better than that person. I'm just talking strictly Madden. And on Madden, speed kills, and since, Al Toon and Randy Moss have more speed than Jerry Rice, that's why I think they're better receivers. Tyreek Hill might be better to me than a lot of people according to Madden just because of his speed. Nonetheless, I jump out 14-7 on my opponent, and I'm just trying to get a feel for what he likes to do. He's a very talented player. He has good situational awareness. I can tell he really wanted to get Adrian Peterson going, but we was all over that all game. And of course, the big thing is everybody at first tries to treat this like Regs, where they have Randy Moss. Wait a minute, excuse me, as you see Edgerrin James take it, and he's going to get caught at the 1-yard line. Ugh. But everybody thinks they can just throw it deep to Randy Moss because he, all that speed with that acceleration and that catching ability. And yes, he's going to get his catches here and there, but every team has corners that are capable of keeping up with even 99 speed. So there's no real advantage to having one particular team on the other. You know, every team has this unique set of X factors, and you just gotta be willing to know what you're doing Madden-wise to make it work. Right there, a nice play to Adrian Peterson at the sideline, and like I said, I'm just trying to get a feel for what the Vikings want to do. I know eventually he's going to want to go deep to Moss, and I'm just kind of waiting for the bomb down the field. As you see him try Randy Moss on the cover 3 beater, and he comes down with it. Great play. Getting closer to halftime, scores 21-14. He's actually going to kick it off to T.Y. Hilton here. And I kind of figured out on kick returns, if you can kind of stay closer to the sideline, you get a good chance to return it, and that's just what happens here. If you just know how to maneuver well enough, you can return the ball on kick returns, which when the game first came out, I thought it was nearly impossible to ever return a kick, just the way they had the mechanics. Right here, you see him trying to hit Moss over the middle, and like I said, that's what I kind of figure for most people. When they first get in here, they get excited. They see the names, like especially like somebody that likes the Falcons. They get in here, they see the name, and they forget all about Madden skill. Like somebody that's using Vic, if you're not a talented passer or don't really know how to use a mobile quarterback, I don't suggest you trying to get a team with a mobile quarterback if that's not what you normally do. Like if you only use Lamar Jackson regularly online, this ain't the time to do that. Wait a minute as you see me shake and bake with Clark as he's going to take it to the end zone. Dallas Clark, legendary tight end for the Colts. And this game just kind of got out of hand in the second half. You know, I took away Moss. He's actually going to get a big play here. But by the point of this time in this game, I didn't really care. One thing about my opponent, like I said, he is very talented. I was just more prepared. I have had more experience with these rosters since I put it together. Right here, I'm going to try to return it. He's going to put the hit on me and take it to the house with Smith. Hey, man, it's a long season. Just one game, all right? But nonetheless, win, lose, or draw, this league is pretty much one of the funnest leagues I've ever been in. And I'm excited to see who actually can win the money at the end of it. My bet is on the Detroit Lions because Barry Sanders looks like an animal right now. But who knows? We'll see. Week 3, I'm going against my good friend Shine. As you've seen me play against him multiple times. You know, as I was just building up the roster and everything. He has the Jets. You know, Joe Namath, Al Toon, who, like I said, I believe is the second best receiver on this game. You know, Mo Lewis sitting in the middle ready to knock somebody's head off. Curtis Martin, who's just going to be a flexible option. You know, he can run, he can catch it, but he's just going to get solid yards when he does run. But nonetheless, Shine has grown leaps and bounds. I have seen him win multiple Super Bowls in other leagues. You know, very talented player. And he's just always looking to get better at the game. So he's been rocking with me ever since we did this league last year, and I greatly appreciate everything he's done for me so far, even as I continue to grow in YouTube. So I already know this game now. Disclaimer, I'm a runner, I'm not a passer. The reason why I chose the Colts is because I wanted to challenge myself to pass more this year. Obviously, Peyton Manning has Hot Rod Master, and he has weapons, Reggie Ray, Marvin Harrison, Dallas Clark. Even Edgerrin James, who is a talented runner, but in this type of league, certain running backs have a little bit more oomph to them than others, like a Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders, Walter Payton. If I had one of those type of running backs, I would never worry about losing a game, ever. But I wanted to challenge myself to pass more this season, and that's kind of what you're going to see from me. I don't see me losing too many games in this league, even though I have a lot of tough opponents. But that's just kind of the luck of the draw. Then as you see Sean come out on his first drive, he has this combination of Doug Maynard, Don Maynard, and Al Toon over the top with his tight end Beckham coming across the middle. And it's all crossers. You know, I can only do one or two things. I can try to man it up, as you kind of see me do here. But if I man it up, whoever I take out, he just simply throws it to the other side. Now, if I can play zone on it, but like I said, this ain't just a normal quarterback. This is Joe Namath. So you give a quarterback with Hot Rod Master time, he's going to dot up the zone. So there's really no way for either one of us to really pull this one out. This is kind of going to come down to who has the ball last, really, and who can make the big play when it's necessary. Now, I've been on this stretch of Madden. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys my wins. I'm going to show you guys my losses. I'm going to just try to show you guys great content. I've been on this stretch in Madden where Madden is not on my side. Alright? You're going to see it in future videos as I bring them out over the weeks, but Madden really is not on my side. Right here, I'm just trying to waste more clock before the halftime. I really don't want to give him too much time to score. Big key, when you start playing against more talented players, if you can be up a possession at halftime when you got the ball first, you're in pretty good company. If you getting ball at half, if the score can be tied or you can have a possession lead, you're in really good company. And that's only when you're playing against good people. When you're playing against sorry people, more than likely you blow them out, you know, the first half to the point the second half you're just pretty much sitting there waiting for the time to expire. Right here, 4th and 2. This is a big play for me. Normally, I would just take my field goal. Like I said, if I had the running back that I feel like could bring it home, I'd probably be giving him the ball, and I probably wouldn't even be in this situation. But 4th and 2, learning how to pass more. Find my running back out the backfield and I score a touchdown, so that's great for me. I'm getting more and more comfortable passing. Defensively, this is not my normal defense. This is something I have been seeing in Madden Club Championship when people playing this 3-3-5 defense. I've been practicing it, haven't gotten all the adjustments down. So that's the number one thing I'm working on now, is just trying to get faster with my adjustments. My adjustments are just entirely too slow. Right there, open zone, like I said, Hot Rod Master with this quarterback and these weapons. You know, the more time I give him, the more he's going to make something happen. Right here, I'm actually on it. He just makes a great play. You know, and that's what I kind of mean by Madden hasn't been on my side. Like, I was there to make the play, just didn't make it. So right here before halftime, he can easily take his field goal. He's out of timeout, so a sack or anything would do it. He gets hit as he throws and still scores a touchdown. Coming out. Right at halftime, right in the back of the end zone, Wayne Corbett. All right, he's going to start to the left, get back towards the center. My entire team whips on every tackle, and he's going to take it in for 6. Like I said, Madden has not been on my side. He gets to throw out a sack, touchdown, and then he gets the kick return for a touchdown, like, especially up the middle. Like, that's just crazy. So now I'm finding myself in a situation where I got to take a few more risks. Right here, great pass to T.Y. Hilton. That's the real Revis on the coverage. I thought I could have ran past him to score. But great tackle by Darrell. Now, pay attention to this play, all right? This is Marvin Harrison, and there is no X factor anything guarding him. It's just a very fast corner in Aaron Glenn. Those of y'all who know Aaron Glenn, he also played for the Houston Texans. He was a very talented corner. And he just makes Marvin Harrison miss the catch. You know, so at this point, I'm like, all right, like, how do I really beat this defense? Like, I know I can get up and down the field, but when you're playing with the lead, it's a little bit easier to manage the game. Now I'm playing from behind, and all these things don't look so open. So I'll playmaker Reggie Wayne up the field, out jump my opponent because he has 99 jumping ability. Easy touchdown. Alright, so from there, I gotta try and make a decision, so I'm going for 2. Alright, if I get it, cool. If I don't, I live with this decision, but I said I'm gonna go for 2 because if I get it, maybe it can put a little bit more pressure on him. Maybe I can make him force a field goal or something like that. So I drop back. I'm going to lob it over his head. Edgerrin James holds on to it. I take the 1-point lead. Alright, now at this point, I know the route combination is as you see me putting the zones on the field, I know the route combinations, right? I'm going to come down, and I put my curl flat over there to take that away specifically so I could play the deep post. Nothing doing. Now, as you can see, I got the deep post set up. I'm going to come down with Sanders so I can take away Maynard as he come across the field. But this is how talented Shine has become. He sees what's going on, and he just tells Al Toon, you know what? Just beat my X Factor corner down the field. He's too fast, he's too talented, he catches everything. Now, Shine finds himself trying to go for 2 because he don't want to be down a point. Which is fine for me because this is what I wanted. I needed him taking a chance, doing something somewhere. Right here, he's going to drive back. Coverage is great. He couldn't find nothing. So at this point, all I got to do is go down, take my extra point. Which would put me up 2 in case he scores or something, but that's fine. You know, I don't necessarily have to go for the 2-point conversion right away. I got time. It's still the third quarter. So now I'm just trying to drive down the field, and I'm finding myself in a situation where clock management would be key here. With the league being 6-minute quarters, like they go by really fast. You know, if you play Regs, it's 5 minutes. If you play Ultimate Team, it's only 4 minutes. But the clock is a little different. So right here, I catch him slipping on a run commit. Marvin Harrison is going to take it in. Cool. I get a chance to go up by 2. Now, I still haven't found a way to stop this offense. I know what's coming, so now I'm trying zone. Alright? As soon as I go to the zone, Curtis Martin hits me with a big play. Now, I'm comfortable with this, but at the same time, I can't be too comfortable. So, again, I'm dropping back the zone. He hits me underneath again. Curtis Martin. So at this point, I can either allow him to keep nickeling and dime me up the field and just try to stop him where it matters, but he'd be up a point. So I don't want to do that. So what do? You go back to man-to-man. I don't know what play he's going to do, but I figured as long as I can take out that running back, I'll be fine. So I take out the running back. I come down on everything. So you see me take everything away this time. Slow Joe Namath takes it up the field for a first down, and now I'm just heartbroken. You know, that was a big gut-wrenching play because if he wastes all the time and kick his field goal, that's ball game. So right here, again, I take out the little streak, and my X-Factor corner, Davis, cannot keep up with Al Toon, and I don't know what else to do at this point. At this point, he kicked it onside, so if I did score, I would score fast, which I did. But now I'm in that situation where now I have to go for 2. You know? And like I said, if you play zone and you give, these quarterbacks that much time, you're going to convert. So I get the 2-point conversion. All I got to do is hold him to a field goal. And, pray I can get the ball back with enough time to go down and score. So right here, he's going to run with Curtis Martin. We get the stop. Cool. So now we're down to the 2-minute warning. At this point, I know what's coming. I know the route combinations. He's been hitting me with the same thing all game. Alright, if he's going to run it with Curtis, I'm fine with that because I just want the clock moving. But this time, I take everything out. He hits me with the fullback, Richie Anderson. Great play by him. I'm not mad, but you see the clock is starting to move, which is what I want. I just got to be cautious of when he's going to use his timeouts. So, he's driving down the field. I see the same route coming back across the field. I have my fastest corner on this particular route. I tell them to play the inside. He still beats them to the inside. That's one thing on the PS4 I wish they would heavily fix. If you tell them to play the inside, it should be really hard to complete an inside throw. If I tell them to play the outside, it should be really hard for them to play the outside. Right here, I played it perfect. I came down into the spot and he still beat me. That's the thing about these rosters. Like, if that's Regs, that's a pick, and that's probably ball game. But with these rosters, you got to be on your toes at all times. As you can see on the left side, I'm now double teaming Altoon so I can play this Maynard route. Alright, I'm not too worried about the tight end because I got my curl flat over there. So I come down and play this. This is a double team. That's 2 X Factors, Bob Sanders and Davis, and he still beats me over top. Now this last play is my last chance to try to get it in. I felt like I dialed up the perfect play. I felt like I did. I'm going to drive back. Didn't see nothing. I'm scrambling. I meant to tell Triangle to slint to the inside where I could have used my last time out and been a little closer. But I didn't have it nonetheless. I still got this last time out, and I know in my heart he's playing zone coverage. I'm reading cover 2. So I motion over T.Y. Hilton. I already know where I want to go with the ball. Dallas Clark is my cover 2 beater. But watch this play. I'm going to drop back, throw it. Darrelle Revis comes up with the pick. But watch what really happened. R1 beats Darrelle Revis and he gets bumped by the tight end. He's supposed to still be keeping up with that play, which would have left Dallas Clark wide open. But instead, since he got bumped, that's not pass interference for whatever reason. Darrelle Revis makes a great play, picks off the ball and seals the ball game. Great game by Sean. Bad luck by me with Madden. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I look forward to bringing y'all more franchise games as the season progresses. If you're interested, hit me up in the comment section. This is for PS4. If you have a PS5, you can also get in on this too. Other than that, it's been Lethal. Subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'm out.